Okay, hey, this Mark coming to you from Baker's Green Acres. Today's the 21st of December 2017, and I thought it was time to do a video on a little bit more of production, Mangalitsa production in the wintertime. Part of the discipline of raising Mangalitsas is they must be on pasture. They must be, because if we put them in a confinement or we just have them in a pen, they can't get the nutrient that they need, and they won't dig, you know. Out here they get a chance to dig this all up. This is my grow area. We did vegetables on here for a long time, but we won't be doing that anymore. It's just going to be strictly pigs, so I'll just grow forage crops out here for them. And here it is. We're a good way into winter. They've gotten everything off of here that they could. So now it's just survival until spring. And I'm out, and I just brought them out a bale of hay, of green hay. And I feed a lot of hay. And I think you should too. It's worked out really well. They do get their grain supplement, but hay is a staple, and they really, really like it. When they don't have it, they're kind of unhappy. If I try to give it to them in the summertime when they have plenty of forage out here, they're not interested in it. But, you know, who doesn't like a green salad in the wintertime? But what I think I'd like to address right now is something that people will see. You know, you may not get into this for a year or whatever, but when you do, these pigs, you might see what I'm noticing right now. And if I hadn't been through this a bunch of times now, I would probably be concerned. And the first time I went through it, I was concerned. These guys put on a lot of weight when we put them out here on this forage field. I would say they put on a good 30 pounds each. These are, I did do one of these the other day, and it was 125 pounds live. So, and it was about an average one. There's some smaller, some bigger, but somebody wanted a roasting pig, so I misunderstood what he wanted. He wanted 125 pounds of meat, and we came out and we got a 125 pound pig, so we wound up having to do another one and send it to him. Customer comes first, right? And my hands are getting cold. So what I am seeing here is little pigs that, you know, we had on kids' ration that really grew fast. Their structures sprouted, and now they appear to be getting a little bit skinny. Their bellies aren't as big as they used to be. All right? And that's cause for concern, because here it is, the beginning of, or the middle of December, and I'm getting a little, you know, I would get a little concerned that they're not growing at the same rate. Well, I don't think you should be concerned about that, because there's a couple factors going on here. See, we're treating these animals the way that they were designed to be treated. I mean, they're not out in the woods, and that's where they would be, but we don't coddle them. And it means I don't put them in a barn so they can all pile up and stay really, really warm. They get used to the cold. Here's their their bedding configuration for the smaller ones. I give them huts to live in. If I came out here tonight and they have enough of this hay spread out, they will sleep out here unless it snows. The smaller ones, when it snows, they have a place to go, they will go. The bigger ones will not. But these guys, you can see, I just saw one go across here. Instinctively, they start taking the hay and they'll carry it over in their mouth and start to make beds. The female ones especially do that. It's kind of instinctive in their DNA, I guess. So here's the inside of a hut, and you can see I give them, you know, just an arm load in each hut every couple of days. because what I don't want to happen is these things to fill right up. Like when the mother sows have babies and then every day they're putting bedding in it, sometimes they can't even get in it after a while. They put in so much bedding and then I can't move it because it freezes. So I want to keep these things as sparsely bedded as I can, and then them still stay relatively warm. They're not going to be like under an electric blanket or anything, but they're going to be warm enough where they're not going to lose too many calories, and but cool enough where they'll still stay healthy. All right. Last year I had them out here in these big half pipes, and I have one over here. And I'd come out in the morning and it would be steaming. And then I did develop some problems, which I attributed at the time to hog chow. Somebody had fed some hog chow, and it was that's really bad stuff. You don't ever want to do that. And I had a few pigs die out of there, and we just never could get ahead of it. With this configuration, they're staying dry, and there's no steam when I come out in the morning. A little bit right off of their bed, but then it dries out pretty quickly. In the half pipe, it never did dry. And I even whacked a hole on the end of it with a cutting head, and it still didn't. There was too many of them stacked up in there. So I hope that answers some questions that you're going to have in the future. The future of Mangalitsa production looks bright. Looks bright. I can't make any investment advice on this because I've been down this road before, but it looks good now. A lot of the problems that we had with Mangalitsa production and getting it to the marketplace are kind of